Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am waiting on Jake, but today we thought we would film a little Q&A for you guys. I posted on a few of my social media platforms and asked you guys to ask me some questions so that our subscribers who don't know us in real life can get to know us a little bit better. So if you are interested in seeing this Q&A, then keep on watching. So how old are both of you?
24, turned 25.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm 20, I turned 21 this month. What's the hardest part about being young parents? For me, I think it's a lot of people my age especially are out drinking and partying and doing things that most 20-year-olds would be doing. And I'm at home getting pregnant and having babies, so losing friends and having a hard time making friends my age who are also moms is hard.
A good point. The only thing I think of, I don't really think it's a bad thing, because I'd much rather be doing this now when I have all this energy instead of doing it in 10 years or 20 years. Like, I don't really mind being a parent.
So there's nothing that you think really is hard about being a young parent?
No, I mean, I think once we became parents, like, all the switches flipped, so, like, we pretty much got all the stuff together pretty quick, so.
That's fair, okay. Would you advise other young couples to wait?
Depends on where you are in your relationship and where you are in life, pretty much.
I vote yes. I vote wait. I vote enjoy your freedom and enjoy being selfish as long as you possibly can, because after you have kids, you don't get to be selfish anymore. What was Jake's reaction to both pregnancies and yours? Your first reaction was, well, both reactions were good.
Yeah, mine were
But
good.
I think the second reaction was better.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting it, but we were, like, looking forward to it, just not as soon as it happened.
Yeah, we just didn't know it was going to happen as fast as it did. But his first reaction was good. It was good at first, and then I think, like, the denial and the shock kind of, like, settled in. And then,
like, no. And then I started to see it. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
this
and then,
is real.
Yeah, he kind of panicked for a little bit. And then eventually, like, it was fine again. But this time around, he hasn't had a moment, I don't think, of panic that's been noticeable in our relationship anyway.
No.
Have you had any panic that I don't know about?
It's just adding another one. Everything is so, oh my god, it's our first little baby. Then the second one's just going to be like, right here.
Did you want kids close in age, or was number 2 a surprise?
Well, I've always wanted them close in age because me and my little brother were close in age, and we kind of, I mean, we grew apart at certain ages, but for most of the years, we were always close. So I wanted them to be close together.
All my siblings are 10 years older than me, so I'm not close with any of them. I'm closer with my sister now, but...
Because now that you're both adults.
Yeah, now that we're both adults, we're both moms, like, we're in a similar place in our lives. I don't think we anticipated how close they were going to be.
Yeah, we were expecting them to be, like, at least
2.5, 3 years apart.
Not 1.5.
Because we started trying, and we were anticipating it taking longer to conceive number 2 than it did. So it was kind of a surprise at how fast it came, but we also were trying for it. So, in your own experience, is the newborn phase or toddler phase harder?
I think with the first kid, it's the newborn phase because everything is new. But now with the second one coming, the phase with Thea is harder because now she's mobile, she's running, she's getting into everything that she possibly can, picking up damn decorations around the house, and like that's what I did this morning. She was picking up the pots and just running around with them.
I think my perspective on this is a little bit different just because I had so much help when Thea was a newborn, and not that you don't help now, but you do, but your job is a lot more demanding now than when Thea was first born. So I had a lot more help with Thea when she was a newborn, and now I'm on my own for the majority of the day, every day. And so I think personally for me the toddler phase is harder. Is Jake different now during this pregnancy than the first, and how? And we talked a little bit about this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not as attentive as I was with the first one because I work a lot more and I'm way more drained at the end of the day. You know, like, I'll come home and help with Thea, but it's like, as soon as Thea goes down, it's like both of us just want to fucking
Sleep,
down.
yeah.
Just sit down and get off of our feet.
Yeah.
Because both of us are on our feet all day, every day.
Yeah. I don't think that it's just him, though. I think that we're a lot more laid back this pregnancy than we were the first time. So I don't think it's just you being less attentive. I think it's just us not being as focused on it. You know, you have a more demanding job, and I have Thea to take care of, and we're not just sitting around thinking about being pregnant.
You just happen to be pregnant while us doing
our life
normal.
isn't revolved around my pregnancy like it was the first time.
No,
We have other things going on too now. So our daughter just woke up from her nap, and she's just playing in her crib. What is Jake's job? You can go ahead and
I
explain.
am a mechanic. I work on cars.
That's it. How has your sex life changed since becoming parents? To be honest with you, I don't really.
We still get down and dirty, don't we?
No.
We still get.
I don't
say
really
any bad
remember
words.
life before kids, to be honest with you. I don't really
Yeah,
remember
we were-
what our sex life was like before. I think
And-
sex has to be a little more planned now. Like, we have to be
Yeah.
like, hey, do you want to do this tonight?
Yeah, and then
Instead
as
of
soon
it
as the
being-
baby
yeah,
goes down,
'cause-
it's like, okay,
Because
now
we have Thea, so we can't just, like,
do it.
do it whenever we want to. So I don't think that our sex life has, like, decreased since having kids. I just think that
No,
it's
it's
become a
one
little
more.
more...
We gotta.
Yeah, a little more talked about.
Yeah.
What excites you most about having 2 kids?
Double cuddles, one on each side.
I'm really, really excited to see our daughter be a big sister. I think just them growing up together and playing together and them having a lifelong friend in each other is what I'm most excited about. Did the way you see each other change after having your first? Yes.
Well, yes, but in a good way.
Yeah, not in a bad way.
Yeah, it
Like,
didn't
my
change,
views
like-
on you didn't start hating you or anything
No,
like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
I literally watched you become a dad.
I watched
so-
you become a mom when you were pregnant. Like, you had already started becoming a mom before she was even born, but I couldn't do that because she's in there, not in here. No, I'm not a fucking seahorse.
Yeah, so my views on you definitely changed, but not in a bad way. I think I just fell more in love with you, I think,
Yeah.
after having Thea.
As soon as a kid, and then that's why I'm not worried about the second one.
No, me neither.
I think if anything, it's just gonna make our family stronger and, you know, make it.
Complete our little family.
Yep.
How long do you plan on being a stay-at-home mom? And do you enjoy it? I plan on being a stay-at-home mom, or at least the majority of my time being a stay-at-home mom until both of the kids are in preschool or in kindergarten.
Yeah, like elementary school.
Yeah.
Bad.
So
part
until the
about it.
kids are in school, basically, it's just what's best for our financial situation. I do enjoy it. I think that there is some things about it that are really, really mentally straining and physically demanding too, especially right now being pregnant. But overall, I do enjoy it. I wouldn't want anyone else to be home with our kids. Next question is for you, and it's, how do you feel about Riley staying home?
How do I feel about Riley staying home?
Yes.
I was the one that told her to quit her job and stay at home.
This is true.
I told her, if you want to stay at home and raise our kids, I am totally okay with that. We can have that white picket fence lifestyle, you know.
Which
Mom
is
stays at home.
nothing I ever envisioned for myself. Ever.
Well, I always wanted not
You-
the,
well,
not
you
the
were
white
kinda-
picket fence,
you were
but
raised
I
being
was
like,
raised a family
with the man
yeah,
being the bread earner and the wife being
you
the
know,
homemaker.
Like,
That's kind of just how you were brought
no,
up.
and that's how my whole entire family is.
But that's not how I was brought up, and it's definitely not ever what I envisioned for myself. But
Ta-da!
but it does work out in our favor. So I definitely don't want to be a stay-at-home mom forever.
No,
But
I would expect you to go crazy if you had to do this forever.
yeah, I want. It's just
You
what's
need
best
some
for our
kind of
family
human
right
interaction
now.
besides your mom or my mom when she's in town. Like,
Right. It's what's best for our family right now, but long term, it's definitely not what is best for me. So,
sanity wise.
yeah. Why did you decide to keep this baby's name a secret?
Yes, because then you get all these people trying to guess, and they're just like way off. Like
Way
everybody's
off.
guess that they have guessed are.
Well, that's the main reason why I didn't want to share the name, is because
And
it's
it's
not a very typical name.
no, it's not.
It's not feminine at all, and we're
I mean,
having a little
it
girl.
It took me a little while to get used to it. even when you had brought it up first, and then I was like, you know what? All right, cool. I could do that.
Sounds right. Yeah, but it's not a typical name. It's not a name that's going to be a popular choice. I don't think a lot of people are going to like it.
But you know, if I cared what anybody else thought, you know, I wouldn't do half
and
the
I
things
don't
we
care
do.
what anyone else thinks, but I don't want anyone spoiling it for me either. Like, I don't want people constantly telling me how horrible it sounds, and it
True.
ruining the name for me. So, like, that's the reason I didn't want anyone to know. I didn't want to tell anyone, is because I wanted to keep it something that was just special between me and you and our immediate family. How did you come up with your kids' names? People asked a lot of questions about names because I think they were trying to get us to slip up, so I think that's kind of funny, but
yeah, L will be explained once she is born.
we saw the name in a baby book. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we saw. Remember on that app that we were.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we downloaded an app where you could just like scroll through names like Tinder almost.
It was like Tinder for baby names.
Yeah, and we came across that name, and at first I don't think it really registered until the more we talked about that name, and then eventually it was just like, we can't imagine naming our daughter anything else.
And Thea is from the CW's TV show Arrow, is the Green Arrow's little sister in that show. She was a badass, so I conned Riley into letting me name my kid after a comic book hero.
It's a really beautiful name, but it has your...
Yeah, it has meaning for me in my comic book, you know, liking background, and it also has like a beautiful, like, Greek goddess.
It's the goddess of light.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really pretty. But that's what I like to tell people because it sounds better than we got it from a superhero show. But favorite thing about being parents?
I don't have one. I mean, the only thing I don't like, blowouts. Everything else, I mean, I can deal with puke. I've already dealt with it in like the middle of the night. Baby pukes on you. You know, both of us hop in the shower.
He panics every time it happens.
Well, yeah.
It's really funny.
Because it scares the crap out of me.
Thea had that stomach flu and she threw up in her crib. He literally screamed. He's like, "Babe!" So I run in and he's like, "Okay, grab a towel, do this, do that," and I literally just pick her up and put her in my arms, both of us covered in puke, and then hop in the shower with our clothes on, like very calm and collected. And Jake's like, "I don't know what to do."
When she was a little tiny baby, it was like every time she threw up, it was like we were worried about her choking on herself, and I forget that now she's like,
she can roll over, sit up,
she can stand up, vomit everywhere else except choke on it, you know.
Worst thing Thea has done so far, and I don't like this question.
Worst thing Thea has done so far,
and I'll explain why. You can answer first if you want.
I don't know, she's a kid.
That's exactly my point. Okay, so this question was asked on my Facebook page, and she's 18 months old. So anything she does that's bad is her just trying to figure out how to express her feelings. Like, for example, she is in a phase right now where when she gets frustrated or she wants attention or she gets tired, she hits. Which is bad, yes, but it's only because she doesn't know how to tell us how she's feeling.
She doesn't know how to express herself.
Yeah,
that's how she's expressing herself.
Yeah, I mean, she throws temper tantrums in the grocery store at least every other time I go, which is really hard, but it's because she's tired or she's hungry or she's sick of being in the grocery store for 2.5 hours while I browse up and down every single aisle, which you can't blame a 1-year-old for. Right. It's just she doesn't know how to, you know, be patient. She doesn't understand how to do that. It's our job to teach her how to how to be a human. And so she's learning how to be a human. So do you ever doubt your abilities as a mother? And I think that if any mom tells you no, they're lying. I think that every mom doubts their capabilities as a mother, especially young parents. So I'm confident in my parenting abilities, but there's always going to be bad days where I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. And I think that goes for any mom, any dad, anyone in general. There's always going to be days where I feel like I am failing as a mother. How did you discipline Thea for the first time, and how did you handle it? We handled it bad. Thea first started acting out, and I felt that she was at an appropriate age to start disciplining her. We started giving her little smacks on the hand. Like, nothing that was, like, gonna hurt her really, but it taught her that hitting was okay.
Right. Now she's going around
now
There
she
you
hits.
go.
Now that's where she learned it from. Kids, it's all learned behavior. So I would smack her on the hand and tell her, "No, Thea, don't do that." So now when she gets frustrated at me, she comes up and she hits me and she tells me no. So, and I can't blame her for that because I taught her that. You taught her
Right.
that. That's how we disciplined Thea for the first time, and it was not our
Not
finest parenting moment, but we're learning.
Now she fucking hits us.
Yeah, because now she hits us, and now we have to correct that behavior. So now for discipline, we let her calm down, and then we explain to her 50,000 times because she's one why she can't do what she was doing, and then redirect. So, and that has been a lot more successful than giving her a smack on the hand ever was. What did you crave during both pregnancies?
The first one was bad.
The first one was bad.
The first one we both just ate like fat people.
Yeah, you gained like
I
like
gained
35,
I
40
gained like 40 pounds.
during my first pregnancy.
Dude,
She hasn't
if you look
gained
at the
any
pictures that
weight.
we have hanging up
Oh,
in there,
I know.
I look like a fat lard. I was like 240 pounds. Now I'm like 185, 190.
Yeah. So cravings during my first pregnancy were pretty much anything and everything. My main ones were lemonade.
Like all kinds of lemonade.
Yeah, like sour lemonades. The Hubert's was the main one.
Yeah,
The Hubert's lemonade was a big craving. Loved McDonald's. I craved McDonald's a little bit in the beginning of this pregnancy.
See, it wasn't really McDonald's. It was mostly chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Yeah. Lemonade, chicken nuggets. I really, in the first trimester, all I could eat was fruit. I couldn't stomach meat at all. This pregnancy, it's been like a lot of like sweets, like brownies and things like that, but in so much more moderation than it ever was. I was getting a really crappy craving with Thea every single night, and I was indulging in them every single night. This pregnancy, it's been
Like maybe once
like
a week.
once a
maybe
week
once every
I
other
indulge
week.
in a craving, and it's normally like food wise, it's normally brownies or something. I really craved carbonation for a while, and I still do enjoy carbonation a lot, so I drink like sparkling waters and things like that. Candy, just sweets in general, I think have been the main cravings this pregnancy.
Yeah.
I'm also craving things that aren't food, which I talked about in my pregnancy update video, which you should go watch. Best and worst things about pregnancy for you. Well, the best things I think are pretty much every pregnant mom's best things. The kicks are amazing. The bond you feel with your baby is amazing. Worst things, I'm not sleeping at all. My morning sickness is back at 31 weeks pregnant, which is really shitty. And overall, I'm just in a lot of pain. So, do you want any more babies?
We've talked about it, but
We've gone back and forth
It
on
depends
this.
on where we are in like the next 4 or 5 years from now.
We definitely don't want
One
to get pregnant
Again,
anytime
right
soon after.
Oh fuck, that would be so that'd be crazy.
Definitely don't want 3 under 3. We do not
Oh, hell
want.
no.
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 No. So if we do have another one, it'll be in the next 5 years. But I'm pretty sure that we're done. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that we're done.
I don't want to be working.
But we're not gonna do anything drastic to stop our chances from having kids until just in case, because we could be in a much different place in 5 years, and another kid could be something that we want. But as of right now, 2 is enough for me. I'm good. But I would love a boy, potentially sometime in the future, if we're in a better place to bring another baby into our lives.
Yeah, whether that's having another baby.
Yeah, we've
or
talked about
adopting or
fostering. We've talked about adoption and things like that a lot too. So maybe we're done having babies, but we were meant to give a baby a better home or a better life or a kid a better life. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something we'll have to talk about much
Doesn't
later
have to be
in the
our
future.
baby. I like all the babies.
What would Elle's name be if she was a boy?
Archer.
It would be Archer Lawrence Samuel Stoner.
Yeah.
And then the last question is, what is Elle's full name? So Elle's full name is